Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about Tezos in a brief manner. We're going to do some analysis, but is it the coin of 2020 so far? Let's find out. So welcome, please do subscribe, hit the bell button, like, comment, thank you, or I'll cry. I'm doing a video every day in March, so please do contribute to keep the momentum going. Let's talk about Tezos first, because I think it's quite cool. I spoke about it in January. You probably remember, one of the altcoins to watch for 2020. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. And this is a little bit of a follow-up from that, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it. Not much, though, because I'm conscious that people go, oh, you're talking too much about it. I don't understand it. Oh, you're a paid shill, or you're a wanker. No. I just want to get something out there, but analysis-wise, if you're looking for an investment, please obviously do your research. Use money you can't afford to lose. Basically, don't spend money you need to live and power your lights with. So let's talk about it. In terms of price, it's $3.19 now. It's changed a lot in price. Volume is good, market capitalization is good, and supply isn't too bad. But in terms of what it is, let's have a little look. So we'll look at this first. We'll read this bit. Okay, I'm not going to read the GUI bits. I'm going to read the developed by an ex-Morgan Stanley analyst, Arthur Breitman. It's a multi-purpose platform that supports decentralized applications, dApps, and smart contracts. Its aim is to combine a self-correcting protocol, which is key, and on-chain governance to manage network modifications. So, fully decentralized, fully kind of governing itself, smart contracts, decentralized application, buzzwords. It is going to be rivaling Ethereum, basically. So in terms of other things, it's secure, upgradable, built to last. Boom. The biggest thing that I've always found with Ethereum, now I'm an Ethereum fan, you know that. The problem with Ethereum is it didn't have this. You've got to build that in with it, whereas this has got a bit different element where it gradually increases as it goes, which is good. So the bigger it gets, it'll kind of self-manage. It'll grow like a flower. So it is an open source platform for asset applications backed by global community validators, researchers, and builders. There's courses on this. There's courses on how to build a smart contract on the blockchain here, which is really, really good. And I'll show you that in a second. So in terms of this, breaking all this spiel down, Tezos addresses key barriers facing blockchain adoption. That is a key word. To date, smart contract safety. Smart contracts can be a bit loose in safety. Long-term upgradability. That is a key thing. That is a problem in cryptocurrency. Gets too big, it goes, it breaks. You can't have that. Open participation as well. So big, massive buzzwords, but also helpful. If you want to learn more about it, if you go on this learn more element, there's a lot of woomph, there's a lot of spiel. And if I wanted to bore the living shit out of you, I would go through this, but I'm not gonna. But in terms of some buzzwords on here, they've obviously got the white paper, use cases, and all kinds of position papers. They're good. Wallets, where you can actually hold the bloody thing, and most importantly, how to actually use it all. Okay, it's really, really simple, but please do your freaking research, because I do not want to bore the living shit out of people on YouTube by just going through that. It's really noddy. They've got their own foundation, which is pretty cool. They've got all kinds of partnerships in terms around the world. La, la, la. But let's look at developers, because this is what I like about it, because it allows people to crack on. So if you're bored one day and you're of an ilk of a computer coder and you want to learn about blockchain, well, this is the kind of places you can go. Okay, it sounds daft saying that, but you got to think in school. You will aspire to become a what? Well, I'm a bum really. I work at home on the space of adoption of crypto. But some people will aspire to become a computer coder or whatever. And blockchain will start becoming that buzzword in schools. I want to become a blockchain, whatever. You never know what's going to happen. But this is the kind of thing that's starting to become more apparent. Look at this. Hello world. Basic tutorials. Writing a smart contract using a library. Explore the blockchain. Resources, courses, all kinds of stuff here. You can become a Tezos expert and develop an application on the decentralized platform of Tezos. Ooh, awesome. So that's basically that. In terms of other things as well, they do have a lot of information that goes out on their Medium. It's been a while since I've actually updated it, but if you want to look at certain things, you can. You know, in terms of tutorials and stuff. Pretty cool. But let's talk about analysis. Now, this is the main thing about this video. Let's talk about the buy zones of when you can buy. Now, as I said in January this little video here, it would do all right. And I did it on like the 1st of January, end of December, start of January. We were down here in this consolidation phase. Okay, consolidation, went out, back into consolidation, boom, picked up a load of orders, and we fucking flew. We are over into the moon territory. Doing all right, but I do think it's going to go higher in terms of technicals and stuff like that. So buy zones are the green zones, by the way. But potential target zone, okay, if you're looking longer term, if you look at the daily, let's just have a little look at what the good old extension saying. So in terms of the extension, possible targets could be 4.15 or even higher than that. We don't know. But what I will say is, if this is a retracement bounce, okay, simple stuff from the backward end. Let's go to it. It wouldn't shock me if we're going to go a little bit higher from this point. Okay, we've obviously retested this region. This is an area of key interest, and possibly there's the 0.786 region of the fib. But I do think leg up. I do think the extension will come in handy. But the biggest problem we've got with this is we don't quite have anywhere to go on. So that's the biggest problem with doing analysis of blue sky breakouts, if it does fuck off beyond this. So it could happen, right? But as I say, get the extension tool out and have a little look. So if you go from a flat bottom to the top, oh dear, I went wrong. Bear with me. There we go. So if you're looking longer term, I do think it is a valid point to start looking at. And let me just put a little marker there. If we're thinking target zones for longer term elements, it would not shock me to see it do this. It wouldn't shock me at all in terms of where we could go, and potentially even higher. But we're going to leave those two there. So if you are wondering all this kind of stuff about technical analysis, obviously there's a link below if you want to learn more. All free stuff, etc. But personally speaking, I think that is like a very valid point of where we could go. We could go even higher. We know that we could go way to the moon, but you don't want to get too carried away when you're starting to invest, because you got to think, well, that's actually quite a good margin amount of a good amount of gains, anyways, in terms of that. So you got to take each step as it goes. But that's a possible area of where it could go. But if you want to look even deeper and start thinking, well, actually, where can we go? Where realistically can we go? Well, if you look at the weekly and you look from that bottom point to the top, the extension even, and it would not surprise me to see this level being hit. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Let me just make these a bit better. Boom. Because chart hygiene is life, by the way. Boom. So that's what I'm thinking as an investment longer term. Possible areas. Possible areas. But you don't want to get too carried away, because it is a long way away. That is all we've got data-wise on Binance. That is it. Not much at all. Key levels, and that is it. Okay. But if this is going to break out and we're going to go into a bullish run, essentially, with the likes of Bitcoin halving, scalability problem solved on Ethereum. Obviously, this is a rival to Ethereum, so if Ethereum does well, this will probably do well as an alternative as well. Other things to mention with fundamentals, it's kind of key. So when you start looking down on the lower time frames, you start looking at, well, actually, you got your buy zones, you got your target zones. Cool. You know, what could happen? Well, you just don't know what's going to happen. But the main aim is to buy in these buy zones. Buy where the structure is. Okay, that's the next buy zone. Buy a little bit. If it goes all the way down here, buy a little bit more. If it goes down here, buy a little bit more. Only if the fundamentals do not change. If this is still a brilliant potential future coin, who knows? You've got to remember, if you go back in time, look at all the coins that came out in 2018 that are genuinely good, that are popped again, that are doing really, really well now, due to the fact that they developed, they carried on going, they carried on making what they were doing, and things are looking quite good. So expect a bullish signal from the Hitman very, very soon. But I do think, yes, we are going to fly up to certain levels in the future if the fundamentals stay good, if obviously the team's still together, if they do what they plan to do and the community stay happy. So there you go. That is today's video done. Nice, simple, concise for a Saturday. Again, if you want to learn more, there is links below in terms of what you can kind of go through. Obviously, I have, my own company, educational company, which is pretty cool. But again, You know, it's all down to you. It's all down to the mindset, the psychology that you've got in your head, markets and stuff like that. If you do the research, if you wait to buy at the right times and then you just wait again, you know, who knows what can happen. So yeah, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, etc. And I'll see you again tomorrow.